Welcome back to Roosevelt Live. I always had a question posed to me earlier. Want to know what kind of pastor would walk around with a 40 caliber pistol strapped to his hip? Sounds kind of something kind of out of Wild Wild West, huh? Well, the pastor over there in Gainesville, Terry Jones, Pastor Terry Jones, the guy that wants to burn the Korans. He says now that he's been getting death threats, so he's now carrying his 40 caliber pistol around with him. You would think that if he was concerned, being he's a pastor, he'd be carrying a Bible, not a pistol. That's just my assessment. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but that's how I would see it. If you got faith in God, you would be more worried about preaching the word, not packing a pistol, in my opinion. But what I can't understand about the pastor and him wanting to burn the Quran, and if I'm hearing him correctly, he's pretty much saying that somehow this is a protest, that because the people want to build a mosque in New York close to Ground Zero, not at Ground Zero. I understand is that it's a couple of blocks away, but originally I thought it was like on Ground Zero. But now if I'm hearing it's a couple of blocks away. But what I don't understand about that is that I'm pretty confident, that being New York, the number that we had of 5,000 people, I'm sure it's not the exact number, but 5,000 people that died in the World Trade Center plane crashes. I bet you somebody of those 5,000 people were Muslim. So they lost their lives too. You can't go around wanting to torture every Muslim because of an act of a few people in the name of religion. We've had people throughout the years that have done things in the name of religion. That's what they do. They're radicals. They're gonna do that stuff, and they're gonna use religion to somehow justify their twisted way of thinking. Because if we're gonna go out and he's gonna burn Qurans for what reason I don't know in particular, other than he thinks it's gonna make a difference and do this protest. But I just have to ask one question. Jim Jones, if we remember Jim Jones, we that's old enough to remember Jim Jones and his religious twisted way of thinking. He killed people and caused people to take poison and other things in the name of Christianity. So are we going to burn the Bible now because of that? I don't think so. Some of these Klansmen out here over the years were doing things they say that they were following the words of God when they was out here hanging African Americans and destroying other people's lives, and they was Christians, they say, in their own twisted mind. Or we're going to stack up a bunch of Bibles today, and we're going to burn those Bibles because of the fact that a few radical was out there saying that they were being backed by the word of God. Because if we're not going to burn Bibles, we're not going to burn Qurans, because it doesn't make any sense. It's hypocritical thinking and conversation. Because if you burn that Quran because you say that the Muslims did this and that and the other, you can't go around persecuting every Muslim because somebody said that they were a Muslim or they were practicing their twisted version of Islam and went out there and bombed these, and I mean not bombed, but went out there and ran these planes into these buildings. Because that means every time someone used religion as their own base or their own, how should I put this, their own reasoning tool, then we need to start burning every single item that's related to that religion if that person identifies that religion as their own. Once again, or we're going to get a whole slew of Bibles. I'm not advocating burning any Bibles, so don't start writing me saying I said I was going to burn Bibles. I advocate, because that's not the thing. What I'm saying is that the Klansmen in the day used to say they were Christians all the time. Killing in the name of what? In the name of religion? What were they doing? They claimed that it was against the ways of God for people to have interracial relationships and everything else. So where's the minister in Gainesville? I'm calling Mr. Terry Jones to pack up a truckload of Bibles and stack them right next to the Quran and start burning them, because the people that he's complaining about with the Quran is the same type of radical nuts that were complaining and doing things underneath religion in the Jim Jones and in the Ku Klux Klan thing. Why don't we burn them side by side? Pastor Jones, I'm talking to you in Gainesville. Let's not be hypocritical. Let's not just, I think personally, I'm beginning to wonder, and it's just an opinion. I mean, you're a small congregation down there, about 50 people, they say. I mean, are you looking to increase your congregation? Is that what it is? Are you looking to get some type of recognition? You know, after all, you've been getting a lot of FaceTime on TV in the last few weeks, and I'm not blaming you for the FaceTime. I'm blaming the people that's been putting your face out there. Because before then, no one probably outside of Gainesville probably knew who you were. If it was very few, I definitely never heard of you before, and I'm sure a lot more people that's been seeing your face lately haven't heard of you before. And then you say, "Oh, I'm not gonna do it." Then you turn around and say, "Well, this back on again. I was lied to. They told me they were gonna move it." There's nobody would have ever said in their right mind that you coming out of Gainesville is going to cause someone up in New York that's trying to develop an area to just cease because you don't like what they're doing. You're boosting yourself up and giving yourself way more power than you have. And that's just all it is to it. Now, like I said, if you're going to do things the right way and you're going to want to burn Korans because you feel that this is what you should be doing because this is some protest or something you don't like, then you need to go out and burn the rest of the materials that's related to radical people out there doing things that they shouldn't be doing in the name of religion. And if you're not willing to do that in the name of religion, then I personally believe that that's very hypocritical of you, in my opinion. And I just think that you need to get off the TV, stop talking about what you're going to do. And yes, we have a right in this country to do dumb things every day. And I don't know how that's helping anybody. People had either friends, family members, co-workers, but somebody in those places between the Pentagon, between the airplane that crashed over there in Pennsylvania, and between the two that hit those Twin Towers, somebody there was Muslim. So now what are you going to say? What are you going to do? They were killing their own people on purpose? Those people don't care who they blew up. They just want to hurt America. And we cannot go around stereotyping everybody because we have fear of this people's religion. It's Muslims all over the world. I venture to say it's probably more Muslims in the world than anything else. What are we going to do? You're never going to stamp out Muslims. And justifiably so, there are people out there that are upset because you're lumping all these people into one. And that's not the right thing to do. It's not the right thing to do. And if you're afraid, stop making waves. And you shouldn't be afraid anyway. If you got God on your side like you say you do, you should have no fear of man. So put that gun down, take the bullets out of it, and go back to doing what you say you're supposed to be doing, serving God. Stay out of the political arena, talking about things that I personally don't think that you have gave much thought to. Because if you would have, then you would be out there burning all the rest of the material too. You shouldn't be burning anything. I would not burn anything. It has nothing to do with that. That you can't not gonna stop whether they build that monster or not, or that whatever kind of center it is with all the other different things they're gonna have in it. Whether they do it or not, burning those Korans is not gonna do any good. Even General Petraeus has said, "Look, this is a problem. This is a problem. We're over here. You're putting our American soldiers in jeopardy, and you still going out here saying that you pretty much saying, from what I'm hearing, you don't care." You don't care that the American soldiers are being put in danger. I don't know about you, but I have family members in the military. I have friends that have kids and stuff in the military. And even though it's a volunteer service, but why do they need to have extra things added to them? Because you want to make some crazy protest that you think is the right thing to do. I think you're self-serving. Look for the rest of the people that you're endangering. Think about the military out there that's over there protecting basically all of us, including you. And anytime the general tells you something, that guy's running the war in Afghanistan. He must know what's going on out there in those countries. And if he's actually saying something, you should take that into consideration and realize that he knows more about what's going on than you do. The White House now is getting involved. I don't know, the FBI, whatever's down there talking. I mean, this is a big problem. And I just think maybe just that you liking the attention, because every time I look at the news, I see your face on it. If you think that this guy is absolutely 100% right in what he's doing, and you think that I'm way out of whack with what's going on, and maybe you want to call me a Muslim. I don't know. I'm not a Muslim, but maybe sometime when you speak out, I'm not for or against anything other than you shouldn't be out there burning stuff unless if you're going to burn things in the name of religion, I'm going to say it again, then you need to burn all these things, all these religious tools or Bibles and books and tapes or DVDs or whatever, because other people have done things and killed people in the name of their religion. Right here in the United States of America. It's just the way it is. You can't avoid it. Stop blaming everything on other people. Start looking at things all around us, because we all have parts in these things. So if you don't think that I make any sense whatsoever, you think I'm crazy and that I'm somehow an atheist or whatever you may think of me when you hear me say what I'm saying today, you have a right, because this show is fair and balanced. I will take both sides of the stories. I get the dirty emails. I get the deaf to me emails. People from all over the world, people from Norway is emailing me, telling me they want me to die. I mean, they're going to say what they want to say, and that's okay. I'll die one day. It ain't going to be today. So, and it ain't going to be the hands of whoever the people that send me the emails, but we read all emails. We take all emails. And if you think I'm absolutely right, or if you think I'm wrong, drop me an email. liveroosevelt@gmail.com. Go out there and you missed the show. You want to hear something else I had to say. You're not sure. You want to back it up again. You want to shoot me a video versus my video. Go out there on YouTube /Roosevelt Live and do your thing. And if you want to catch the show and you're not able to catch it on the regular days that come on 6:30 on Wednesdays and repeating again on Fridays, if you can't do that, then go out there on your TV. Just type in tbcn.org and click on the Watch Us button and follow the instructions. And we're streaming live this year. We're going to get your opinion. You tell me yours, I tell you mine.